Hi everyone, we are moving on to part 4 of our 7-part module training, Taking Action, Responding, and Reporting. This is the last module that the girls would be taking. It is also the last module if you, as an adult, are not chaperoning the girls. You should check with your board chair to see if you should take the further 3 modules. In previous training sessions, we discussed Rainbow's position on maltreatment, how to recognize and prevent maltreatment, and then situational and relationship factors. This module deals with when and how to react, respond, and report. Adhering to policy discourages perpetrators attempting to access youth, helps us maintain fair and reasonable practices, creates expectations for proper behavior, and prepares us to make informed decisions when we observe actions that are inconsistent with acceptable behavior. In the last module, we discussed safeguards for bullying and relationship issues, as well as situational safety issues. In this module, we will discuss how to identify and assess behaviors and how to respond and report if necessary. Although you will probably not see actual abuse, you may observe red flags or indicators of maltreatment occurring as discussed in modules 2 and 3. We touched base on these categories of behaviors in module 2, and I will explore them in a little more depth here. By exploring different types of behaviors and discussing what is acceptable and not acceptable, we establish expectations and prevent overreaction when situations do arise. Appropriate behaviors are proper for the current circumstances. Conversations and behaviors that foster well-being should be encouraged. Inappropriate behaviors, as discussed, are not harmful but fall short of being acceptable, and that person may need a reminder so that they can be a little more mindful of their actions and remarks in the future. Lastly, harmful behaviors include anything that is overtly hurtful, degrading, coercive. These are the behaviors where action should be taken. Whether a behavior is appropriate, inappropriate, or harmful, remember, might be based on the circumstances. We discussed this in terms of kissing with older youth, not during business or organizational events, and hugging, and whether or not the hug is receptive from the other person or occurs for too long or is romanticized. When someone has had an argument with a friend or a parent, she may feel that she's been treated unfairly. These feelings may pass in time, or there may be a reason that things occurred as they did. It is important for girls to have a support system of trusted adults with whom they can discuss issues and learn about healthy relationships. Inappropriate actions can often be handled with a discreet conversation regarding proper behavior, or more importantly, the perception of impropriety. Do not feel like you need to bear the burden alone. If you become aware of something that concerns you, you should speak with someone in leadership or another trusted adult. This is the time to begin to differentiate between responding and reporting. Life is full of relationship interactions, some pleasant and some difficult. We want you to be able to develop the skills to know when and how to react to situations. I also want to stress here the importance of confidentiality and why we need to keep matters private, and when privacy is not the primary concern, when someone is in danger or when they may harm themselves or others. While it is important to be caring and supportive when someone is having a difficult time in a relationship, it is critical that we know when to take action and make a report to someone in authority. Anytime a girl discloses that she has been abused, action is warranted. Here are some examples of when to take action. Are there others that you can think of? Some situations may not require official action of any kind, yet the individual involved may benefit from supportive listening or information and possible referral. You should consider having a resource list of local organizations and programs that you can share when a girl is having a relationship or family issue. If you have observed or suspect maltreatment, you may be asked to complete a confidential incident report as soon as practicable. If so, the report should be completed while memories of the events are still fresh and should include only what was observed and not personal opinion or interpretation. Individual jurisdictions have different legal reporting requirements. Every state has Good Samaritan laws that protect individuals to report in good faith. You, as volunteers in the state of Pennsylvania, are considered mandated reporters, and you are legally bound to report if you suspect abuse. In keeping with Rainbow's no tolerance policy for maltreatment, special situations will sometimes emerge that require additional safeguards and will be added to the Youth Protection Program. The policy addresses how these are to be handled to protect the safety of our members. Girls, their parents, and other adult volunteers should become familiar with these special circumstances in order to recognize if and when something inappropriate may occur and how to handle it. If an incident of child sexual abuse or physical abuse has occurred, Child Protective Services or law enforcement authorities must investigate, and we may not interfere with that legal investigation process. In this instance, it is not the role of anyone in Rainbow to examine or inspect evidence. All media or public inquiries would be referred to the Supreme Inspector. Abuse hotlines and other emergency numbers are located in the front of phone books if you have one, or online. When in doubt, you can always call 911. Here again are some national resources that you may call, and PA Childline is our state resource. You can find their information online. As always, if you have questions about this module or any other modules, please see your board chair, Mrs. Sneddon, or contact me. Thank you.